What's going on, bottom line viewers? It's me, Fitty Trent, and I'm here to do another game review in the NHL. Tonight's game was the New York Rangers versus the Washington Capitals. And I thought that this would be a very interesting game. Both these teams have done very well in the beginning of the season and throughout the season, of course. And both these teams definitely look like they might be able to advance to the next round of the playoffs, since they both already clinched a playoff spot. So, starting off this game, let's set the stage here. The New York Rangers, they really have nothing to lose. They really have nothing to gain either, but they really have nothing to lose. The Capitals, however, have something big, and that thing that's big is their second ever President's Trophy. Now, they have not won last year was the first year that they had ever won the President's Trophy. So if they won it this year, it'd be the first time that they did it 2 years in a row, which would be absolutely incredible to have. So that's the stage set. Let's go right into this game. It started off very competitive. Both Washington and the New York Rangers both seem to have quite a few chances. It was definitely a back and forth game. No one really looked to have a decisive edge just yet, but it was looking good. The shots after the first period, 6-9, pretty even, 11-7 hits. We were in for a good game. Second period, both teams need a lot more discipline. What was the stat like? They took 3 penalties in 3 minutes. That was unnecessary, especially that too many men call by the New York Rangers. Very sloppily done. Then next thing you know, Washington started amping it up, getting a little bit of the edge. And then next thing you know, they started getting a little physical after the whistle, which is always good to see. You always want to see that passion because both these teams, who knows, they might be playoff teams facing each other one of these days. And that would be a very good series to watch, if you ask me. And then next thing you know, the Capitals get another power play. They're passing around. I'd argue that this is the best power play in the entire NHL. I don't think it's much of an argument because you got so many great, talented players on both these teams. And Washington, can fill up 2 lines of really skilled players. And who better to get the goal than Alexander Ovechkin, the grade 8, his 34th of the season, assisted by Kuznetsov and Johansson. Very nicely done there. Then when they were just about closing out the period, Washington seemed to have a little bit more of the edge. Washington actually started leading in shots with 11 in that period. The Rangers were right behind them, though, with 9 shots. And I thought, all right, we're in for a really good third period from both teams. We got a really good third period from one team, not necessarily both these teams, as the New York Rangers were basically unseen and unreally heard of until the last minute of play. Washington got another goal, by Evgeni Kuznetsov, assisted by Johansson and Williams, which was a very nice little 2-on-1 rush. But besides that, it was just kind of all Washington all the time, if you ask me. You really didn't see too much from any of the offensive mindset from the New York Rangers. I might be wrong, but I think I counted only 2 or 3 shots until that final minute. Even their best chance was just when they had a second left, and that was JT Miller crushing it towards the net, and Carl Alsner and Braden Holtby both holding it out of the net. So at the end of the day, Braden Holtby got the shutout, his 8th of the season. That's tied for first in the league with Tuukka Rask right now. Very well deserved. And that means that, yes, the Washington Capitals have won their second ever President's Trophy in a row. Congratulations to them. As a Canuck fan, I got to see the Canucks do it once. It's a great feeling to have. Maybe not the best thing for the playoffs. Capitals will probably do better than the Canucks ever did with it. But regardless, congratulations. For the New York Rangers, it really does not matter that much. They were still going to be a playoff team. Now it's just kind of shaped out to be that it looks like they're probably going to be facing the Montreal Canadiens in the first round. And besides that, the Capitals, we still have no idea who they're going to be facing in the first round because that other division, the Central Division, it is way too close to tell right at this moment. And honestly, it looks like the Columbus Blue Jackets and Pittsburgh Penguins will be facing in the first round. So that will be an interesting playoff round. But more on this game, let's look at who were the really good players in this game and who were the really bad players for this game. Starting off with, of course, the winners, what I always like to do, the Washington Capitals. The big winner in this game, you look at them out forward, and I got to give it to probably Alexander Ovechkin. He had a very good game behind the puck, not so much in the scoring matter, but, he did get the 1 goal. He also had 2 shots on goal, 5 hits, which is incredible. We don't see Alex Ovechkin play the body all that much. he had a block and he had a takeaway. So it's the kind of thing where I really liked his defensive play more than I liked his offensive play tonight. That was personally just me. So good on him for them. That's something that we don't really see much from Alexander Ovechkin. So it's kind of nice to see him do that in this game. No one disappointed me really that much in either side of these games. Basically the entire offensive core disappointed me for the New York Rangers. But to look at more in depth with the Washington Capitals, if I had to pick out a player that disappointed me, it would probably have to be Matt Niskanen. And that's only because he didn't get a single point. He didn't get like a single block as a defenseman. He got a couple hits, which is nice, but only 1 takeaway and 4 giveaways. Now, that definitely did not cost them in the game, but if those 4 giveaways turned out to be a couple more chances, you definitely could have seen that going the opposite direction in the New York Rangers' favor. Luckily for them, it didn't. Looking at the Rangers side, players that did, okay. I'm just kind of scanning through. Lundqvist had a good game. That's an obvious one, though, because, he was playing his heart out like he always does, because who knows how much longer that Lundqvist is really going to be in the NHL. I hate to say it, but he is getting a little bit older. Players that did pretty well, let's talk about, Tanner Glass. Let's talk about this player. A lot of people hated him as a Vancouver Canuck. I didn't mind him. I thought he was okay. A lot of players in the New York Rangers organization dislike him and don't think that he's a hardworking player. But tonight, he had an okay game. I mean, he didn't do anything other than hit. That's really all that he did. He had 4 hits in this game, which is pretty impressive since he led the team in hits. Yeah, he played pretty good. He played physical, which is nice to see. A player that really did not stand out, I mean, it's hard to tell because, as I said, there were so many players that really did not stand out for me. If I had to pin it on maybe one player, maybe Jimmy Vesey. I mean, we're used to him doing very well, very explosive with his offensive power. And this game, he took a penalty, and I think that was the penalty that led to the power play goal by Ovechkin. He only had 1 hit, which, he's not the most physical player, but still, you'd want him to be a little bit more physical. He did take away the puck once, but he did give away the puck quite often as well. He had 2 giveaways. So it's kind of hard to judge it on that. As I said, both these teams are going to be doing very well. Also, both these teams are going to do even better once they get healthy. I mean, Washington, they're not that unhealthy right now. Basically, the only player that they're missing is John Carlson. But then you look at the New York Rangers, and they're missing a lot more. You got Jesper Fast, Nick Holden, Ryan McDonough, Rick Nash, Brady Shea, Matt Zuccarello. All those players are usually players that you have already on your roster, already playing. So it's disappointing to see that those players were out. But if you can get them healthy for the playoffs, you will be a powerhouse for the playoffs. Looking at some of the comments that we have for the live stream, we got Noah in the chat. He says, hi, love hockey. Cool. Thank you, Noah. I hope you're very much enjoying. Thanks for that comment. I was here for your deadline stream, and I was the Cats fan. That's Wildfire. Thank you, Wildfire. I'm glad that you were there for the live stream. It was a long one. If you guys hadn't seen it, Mitch and I did like a 2-hour live stream for the trade deadline. Good to see that some of those people we didn't scare away from our 2 hours of talking hockey. So I'm glad to hear that you're still here, still excited. But as I said, for both these teams, the winners, the losers, you have nothing to worry about. Both these teams played pretty good. They had some shining moments. They also had some non-shining moments. But nevertheless, both these teams are going to be doing better in the playoffs come playoff time, which is only a week away. I cannot wait. In less than a week, we will be having Mitch back with me to help me review some of these games. I know it's been a long haul of me doing a lot of the reviews by myself. Luckily, AC's been helping out a lot, which has been awesome. He's been killing it. I know you guys love him. So do we here at the Bottom Line View. And yeah, Mitch, he'll be back this Friday. So with him coming back will be also the comeback of the Pocket Up podcast. We haven't done it for the past couple weeks, but I promise you we will be doing our best to hopefully get one out this weekend, even if it has to be a super late one on Sunday like we have for the past couple weeks. But regardless, that will be happening. Also be happening will be our playoff prediction videos. That's right. These teams have made the playoffs. Who are they facing? We have a couple ideas here and there, but we will be solidifying it with our playoff prediction video. I know for a fact that I will be a part of it. Mitch will be a part of it. I'm pretty sure AC and maybe even Kev will be a part of it. So you got 4 of the Bottom Line View gang all in one video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Also coming up in hockey, before I forget, is the second part to my video that I made on Tuesday, looking back at some of the playoff history of the Eastern Conference teams at that point. I'll be doing the same thing with the Western Conference teams, and that video will be coming up tomorrow. So anyway, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream and this recap of the game, and do comment below to tell me what to change, what to do different, what to keep on doing, and what you guys want to see, because we always read the comments and we always love it. So subscribe for more hockey, basketball, football, and of course more wrestling videos. All right, bye guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.